queen of overthinking. It's like we're done before we even started.
Hello everyone, welcome back, and hello if you are new. I am so glad you are here. My name is Meredith and I create cleaning and lifestyle videos, and today's video I will be getting a lot done. So we're checking off the to-do list. I had about 7 to 10 things that I needed to get done in a 2-day span, and I got it all done, and it honestly felt so good to have the whole house cleaned, which I feel like when you have kids is very rare when your whole house just feels clean. So if you have a long to-do list, let's get cleaning together.
You're the best thing. As I'm walking.
So first on my to-do list was to clean up the mudroom. It was a major need of just vacuuming the rug, cleaning the floors good. You could see all that dirt and grass fall off even after vacuuming. So it was definitely time to shake that out and clean the floors underneath. I don't do this a ton. I probably should do it more than I do, but it was very satisfying to see how dirty the water was, and I'll show you that later when I was all done cleaning the floors. But I also like to take the shoe baskets out from under the bench every once in a while to clean under there, because especially with the kids' shoes, there's always full of sand and dirt. So cleaning under there and getting all of that nice and clean.
It's like you almost know what I am thinking.
So if you didn't know, I actually used to do hair. I still kind of do a little bit. That is what this is in our house. Let's see, it was probably 2018 that we put this into our house that summer, and then I found out I was pregnant with our first Quinn. So it's been about 6 years now since that has been in here. But now I mostly just do friends and family's hair, and I am okay with that. The kids keep me super busy, and with being a homeschool family, we are definitely busy with that throughout the main part of the year. So I do still enjoy it a little bit, but not enough to do it like full time. But if I ever needed to do that again, I totally would, because it's great to have in our house. I am just fixing this little decor piece. It was on the door, and the command strip broke off when one of the times the kids slammed the door shut, and it fell off. So just fixing that with a new one and getting it back up.
And when it gets late, I always realize that I need you. Are you thinking about me tonight? It's no secret, all my friends already know. There's no reason to hold it back, I let it show. All my feelings, are you thinking about me tonight? Your hands around my waist, just let the music play. Like a drug, I am hooked on you. Sweeter than summer wine, baby, just hold me tight. Like a drug, I am hooked on you. And that makes me say, oh man, you make it feel like paradise. Goddamn, I think I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh man, you make it feel like paradise. Paradise.
Quinn's room actually wasn't bad for once. For being 5 years old, it just amazes me how messy her room gets. But I guess it shouldn't surprise me. She changes her clothes probably 4 times a day and has toys in there. So I guess it's expected, but just needed to pick up a couple things and vacuum in there. But now I am just moving on to mopping the floors in the hallway. If you do not have one of these Tincos, I highly recommend. They are amazing and definitely worth the money. I actually got mine as a Christmas gift, a few years ago now, and I absolutely love it. I clean my floors, I feel like, so much more often because of it. I can vacuum and mop, and they just feel so clean afterwards. And yeah, I love this thing.
If it's only for tonight, it's bittersweet, give it to me. If it's only for tonight, it's bittersweet, give it to me. If it's only for tonight, it's bittersweet, give it to me. Oh man, you make it feel like paradise. Goddamn, I think I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh man, you make it feel like paradise. Paradise. Oh man, you make it feel like paradise. Goddamn, I think I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh.
All right, so it was afternoon now, and after we had lunch this day, and it is the same day, I just changed my shirt. But I am just cleaning up from lunch, getting the leftovers in the fridge, and picking up all of the dishes, and gonna get the kitchen cleaned up after that. If you've seen earlier, we have like an abundance of summer squash. That is one vegetable that I planted that just like I planted that grew a lot of plants. I think we have 7 of them, where the other ones only like grew 2 to 4, which is a lot more manageable for our family, but like 7 it's a lot. So it's hard to keep up on the squash, but trying to find recipes that I can use to cook all of those, or we're going to have to end up giving some to some family, which I am totally okay with that too. But I got the dishwasher all nice and full, and I'm going to be running that. And I like to use these fresh dishwasher cleaners every week or so. I get them auto shipped from Amazon, and they work super good to get the dishwasher nice and cleaned. And I just throw it in with my dishes that I'm running, just so I don't have to run my dishwasher twice just to clean it.
Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know, really wanna know.
You'll have to let me know in the comments. I can't be the only one. I try so hard to be really good about not spilling food when I'm cooking on the stove, because honestly, it's so hard. It's not hard. It's annoying to have to clean up after, but it's never fails that it's always at the very end when I'm either like serving the food on the plates or doing the last like few stirs, something always spills, or I'm just distracted and the water overfills. So you'll have to let me know if you do the same thing, or if I'm just the crazy one who needs to pay attention more when she's cooking.
Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
area always seems to get so cluttered. It's where we put our eggs and now our vegetables, so it just gets really cluttered. And then with all the extra cords, we have this little charging station, and we charge our dog's collar here. So it's just a lot in this one little area. So trying to figure out what we could do to consolidate all the cords and make it a little less cluttered over here. So if you have like some sort of charging station that you really like, let me know what that is in the comments, and I'd love to check that out.
In a summer state of mind, we've been wasted all the time. In a summer state of mind, in a summer state of mind. Oh, 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 do you like it better when the ocean's warm? Do you like it better when you see the sun? Do you like it better when the sky is blue? I know I do. Yeah. In a summer state of mind, we've been wasted all the time. In a summer
All right, now that all of the dishes are cleaned and put away, I am just cleaning up the countertop and gonna wipe that down.
I wanna be a weekend lover. Yeah, I'ma be the best damn lover you got. I wanna mess up your covers. I don't wanna meet your mother. Never ever ask me how I've been. Remember why you have my number. I'm the best thing that has ever happened to you. Here's your time to shine. Now show me what you can do. The way my hands
This is definitely something that I need to do more often, is wiping down the chairs, the bar stool chairs and the dining room chairs. I love that they are white because you can actually see that they're dirty. Our last chairs that we had were black, so obviously you couldn't see the food stuck on there or the handprints. So I do like actually that they are white because I feel like I do clean them more often, but I definitely should clean them more than I do. So wiping those down to get all the dirty little handprints and the sticky food that was stuck on there. And now I'm going to be mopping the kitchen after cleaning off the stove and the countertops. You got to work from the top down. I've learned I still make that mistake sometimes and clean the floors and then clean the countertops and just think, why did I do that? But it's definitely more efficient to clean off your countertops or table and then clean your floors, because then it's just, you're not cleaning the floors twice.
Ever happened to you. Here's your time to shine. Now show me what you can do. Make a move. The way my hands feel on your body, the way we're dancing in the dark. With every move I make, you're falling in love. The way my lips feel on your body, the way we're moving in the dark. With every breath we take, you're falling.
All right, so now we are on to cleaning off the table. I like to do this, especially after a messy dinner. that we have rice or just little foods because the kids are just messier with that for some reason. So wiping off the table, and then I like to do this every once in a while too. I'll just move the chairs out of the way and pull the table out so that I can clean the under where the table and the chairs always are, because you can see how the bottom of the table is. It just food or crumbs or just things from crafts or toys get stuck under there that you don't even realize. So it's good to move the table around every once in a while and get the floors cleaned underneath there too.
Next to me, your eyes, they glowed and filled me up. We had never met before that time, but I just knew that we'd end up. You took it, took away my loneliness. Oh, I know it, you're making me wholehearted. Together it's always better. I don't want to be parted. You're making me wholehearted. You're making me wholehearted. We jumped off the subway leading nowhere. Your warm hands rubbed off the cold around me. I heard you say that everything is alright, but how did you know how I felt? You saw right through me that day. I was lost in space, but you pulled me down and wiped away those cloudy thoughts. I could see the sky when you were close to me. I can't believe what you brought. You took it, took away my loneliness. Oh, I know it, you're making me wholehearted. Together it's always better. I don't want to be parted. You're making me wholehearted. You're making me wholehearted. I will always remember it. How you
I absolutely love having flowers from the flower garden. It just makes me so happy to see the flowers outside, honestly, but then it hurts a little bit cutting them off, but bringing them back in and just having the bouquets in the house, I absolutely love. But I wasn't joking about the dirty water. You've seen it, how dirty and dark that is just from the mudroom, the hallway, and the kitchen and dining area. And it's just, it always blows my mind how dirty the floors are. Even if you clean them 2 to 3 times a week, it's still dirty. It just goes to show that it needs to be done more often than you think it does. But this is the finished product. It always honestly makes my heart so happy to have a clean kitchen and clean dining room area, because it's just like a big major part of our house. It's just so open. So when that is cleaned and all the countertops are cleaned off, it just truly just makes the house feel cleaner.
You remember I asked you to meet in the middle. Now I'm here all alone again. You remember I call you. You were talking in riddles. Now you're lying to me again. You think I'm going crazy, but I'm not missing you. I only miss the illusion you pretended to be. I'm not acting crazy. I just said we're through. Baby, you gave a lot. What about trust? What about all this time you looked in my eyes, babe? What about commitment? What about all the empty promises? Oh, what about? Oh, what about? How could I be so stupid?
All right, so we are on day 2. This is now Monday, and I am starting my day off with a load of wash. I like to do this so that I can keep doing that throughout the day, so that I can feel like I'm accomplishing something while I'm doing other things. So starting with the kids' laundry and our laundry, are you somebody who separates your laundry like darks, colors, whites? I have never done that since we've been married, and maybe I should, but definitely don't do that. Maybe that's like an older time thing, and now it doesn't really matter. I don't know, but getting that laundry started, and then gonna be cleaning up the living room. There wasn't a lot out, just putting things back in the kids' rooms that needed to go there, and just resetting the couch and putting the few toys away. Again, I like just resetting the areas, even if they're not super dirty, just picking things up and putting them where they belong just really creates a more peaceful space when it's cleaned and everything's in its spot. This is our little, what would you call this? Little basket type thing that we have for all of our blankets. We don't ever really use these unless it's winter time. I have one that I keep on the couch that I use almost every night because I just like having blankets. But the two smaller ones, the kids use for picnics, as we call it, for lunch in the living room, just so I'm not cleaning crumbs all over the floor. It's easier to clean. And then Wade always has to have his Grinch blanket whenever we watch movies up here at night. And then one extra blanket as well. So, but yeah, just that's a good little hack to have just all the blankets stored away, all the ones that aren't really visually pleasing on the bottom and the nicer ones on top. But now I'm just kind of going through all the toys. The kids always end up bringing half the toys from downstairs upstairs, so we got to do that every once in a while, switch them back down, and that's what I was doing, telling Quinn to just pick one baby to keep upstairs that she can play with so I could bring the other ones back down there. But getting this all picked up so that we can keep going on our day. Another thing that I like to just always try to get done during the day is making the bed, not always necessarily with the extra decorative pillows, but just getting the bed made in, because I come in here very often. We have a bathroom right here, right off our living room, so we come in here all the time. So when the bed is made, it just makes the house feel cleaner, or the area feel cleaner, just less chaotic and cluttered. So that is something that I tried to do. And then this pile of clothes has been sitting here for forever, so that was getting put in a bag to bring to the donation store, which I actually did do this day. I brought a handful of stuff from the basement that I went through a couple of weeks ago, and that pile of clothes needed to be brought away too. So I need to be better about just doing little loads and not necessarily doing big runs to the donation store. But now I'm just vacuuming up the living room while the kids play and getting those beautiful vacuum lines done.
If you ever feel alone, 'cause yeah, sometimes we'll feel alone. In a second, I'll be right there. Turn around, let it rain. Turn around and let it rain on me. you be afraid? Just follow me. You don't need no space. Just follow me. Like a mirror, you reflect me. Like a Friday night on the weekend.
All right, like I just said, I went through the toys a couple of weeks ago and had a pile of them that you'll see me bring upstairs in a little bit. But this was the playroom, kind of rearranged things, but it always turns into a mess. Even after cleaning it, it was cleaned probably a week ago, and then the kids, obviously, they've been actually playing down here more often lately, which I do love, because we do have all these toys down here. So we try to keep less toys upstairs so that they'll come down here and play with all of the toys. So I am grateful for the mess because I know they're having fun down here. But I am picking up the toys. They got this little icebreaker game Wade did for his birthday, so they do enjoy playing that. It is time consuming to put all those little ice cubes back in there, but they do love playing that, and they've been playing more with the blocks. They like to pretend to be animals and create little houses and shops, so it is fun to see them play down here with all of the big toys, and yeah, use their imagination like they should. But I'm now just cleaning everything up, putting it back where it should go, and then you'll see them down here making a mess of things again in just a little bit. But that is what it's like cleaning with little kids around, especially in a playroom. They play with the toys while you put them away.
I just don't want this. I just don't want this moment to end. Baby, why you gotta go? Like a mirror, you reflect me. I just don't want this. I just don't want this moment to end. You pulling me closer, but don't waste your time. Don't have any time for all your empty lies. I used to think that you were only mine, but I was blinded by a shallow light. I'll call your friends, I'll let them know that I'm so done with the tragic boys. Tonight I'll get into my zone. I'll dance until the tears are gone. No time for bad love, bad love, bad love. I'm dancing all these tears away. No time for bad love.
Honestly, we didn't get rid of a ton of toys. We got rid of the big like tent thing, canopy thing that they had, which I feel like took up a lot of space just because it was so big. And then a garbage bag full of just random little toys that they never really played with. And then half of the kitchen stuff. And I, for some reason, just feel like it's easier and quicker to clean up the basement. And it's really was not a ton of like toys that they played with all the time that are out all the time. So I'm not sure why that is, but I do love it. And I do feel like they're old enough now where I could be like, okay, guys, we need to clean up the basement or the toys in the playroom. They would totally be able to do that by themselves. But for video's sake, I just wanted to get it done, and you could see that they were just hanging out watching a little show. It was in the morning, so they were just hanging out while I was getting some cleaning done.
Bad love, I'm dancing all these tears away. No time for bad love, bad love, bad love. I'm dancing all these fears away. Don't need you.
And there we go. The playroom is all clean for about 5 minutes, and then the kids decided they wanted to play with everything. But I don't know why it is, but I have a hard time getting rid of special birthday balloons. Clearly, we had, I don't know, there's probably 7 of them down there that just always hang out in the playroom. The kids don't necessarily play with them all the time, but they just kind of stick down there. So I will have to go pop those at some point, but it's not happening today. They do play with the balloons sometimes. Balloons are just a fun toy for kids, an inexpensive toy for the kids to play with. But this was the canopy tent that I was talking about. So I was going to donate this, but then I felt like it would be super hard for somebody to put this together without instructions. So I ended up just tossing the canopy part because it was stained on the bottom that I didn't realize, and kept the little plastic things because I thought it would be a cute little thing for the kids to just make whatever out of the sticks and the connectors. So I put that in our little storage thing by this homeschool stuff so they could play with these, and they've already found them and wanted to do stuff with them. So that is what I'm doing here, taking that all apart, and then I will be bringing the extra toys and things that we are getting rid of upstairs.
Too much money spent on fuel, beating heartache on the move. Sometimes I just wish we knew, hey, how to call up without losing. But I drive and drive and drive and drive, baby, just so I can make it through the night. Yeah, I will drive and drive and drive and drive, so we can try to make it simple, try to talk about what's on our mind.
So this is our homeschool area table that we try to keep most of our stuff, so it's not a ton of stuff upstairs, but it becomes our craft area during the summer when we don't really do homeschool stuff. So it was a pile of just ripped up papers and things that really just needed to be put back where they needed to go. So that is what I'm doing, making piles of trash and kind of organizing the markers and the crayons back where they needed to go. And just, like I said, putting things back where they needed to go. And the markers from last year, I knew there was for sure certain colors that were dried out because Quinn always has a favorite, like 3 colors that she uses all the time. So getting rid of the ones that we don't use anymore or didn't work or dried out. And we got some new markers and crayons and colored pencils for this school year. And getting all of that stuff put away. You'll have to let me know if you have kids who are in school age, if you got all of your school stuff done already and when they start school. We are going to start school on August 12th, I think is our first day of school. I have the month of August already planned out in my planner. I'm going to try to be really good about planning things out this year and going with a schedule. Now that she's in kindergarten age level, we are going to be doing language arts, which is reading, handwriting, spelling, and then she's got some math stuff as well as trying to just put in some science, and then doing like a Bible study day. And then on Fridays are our fun days where we do something creative and music led. We're also part of a co-op too, so we will definitely be busy this school year, and I'm not going to be doing anything with Wade. Honestly, he learns really well with just like watching, and he's 3. He doesn't need to be sitting here doing stuff. So he can learn what he wants while me and Quinn do stuff. And then if he wants to do stuff, he can totally, or he can go play. I am not going to push him into doing anything. So now that we got all the table cleaned up and you totally see me organize these pencils, I'm going to be just piling them up and putting them in a container. Some things it's like, oh yes, I'll do this. And then it's like, there's no purpose to have it organized like that. But anyways, got the table all cleaned up now, putting the few pencils away, the glue sticks, and we'll be all done with the basement.
Back when I'm with you. Should be good, but we keep lighting fires. The words repeat cause we're scared of the silence. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires. We keep on talking and talking, talking and talking. And my heart's come back when I'm with you. It's deja vu. Memories come back when I'm with you.
Now, this is one thing I like to do probably once a month is just vacuum the stairs. With Wade's bedroom being down here, we obviously come down here very often. So getting them all nice and fluffy, I really should get one of those carpet rakes. I do feel like it'd be beneficial on these, and I do feel like more stuff would come out before vacuuming. So if you have one of those, do you like it and do you actually use it? Might have to invest in one of those.
I feel cold and heartless. I've run myself thin, like a distant star. Have you traveled far? I miss you in my arms. You're like my lucky charm. Are you happy now?
All right, so last thing that we were doing this morning was just switching that laundry to the dryer so that I could put the clothes away later in the day and I was going to be done cleaning. That is one nice thing about hanging out at home, is just that we can get stuff done in the morning and then we can spend the afternoon outside by our pool. I really try hard to do that so that I'm not inside all day when it's nice out. So that is what I'm doing, just switching the load of wash, getting things in the dryer, hanging the clothes that we hang, and getting my cleaning list done for the day. The only thing that I did not do on my list was make banana bread, but me and the kids just did that this morning. So the couple days later, after I filmed this. So that was all that I had to do on my to-do list. And I was so happy that I got it done in the first 2 days, that it didn't take super long. But now we just maintain the house now that is nice and cleaned and picked up. So I just wanted to say thank you for watching today's video, and I hope it gave you some motivation to get it all done with me and we could clean along together. I will see you guys next time. Bye.